¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo están? Un agrado saludarles. Bienvenido a una nueva edición de Creando Líderes para Asia, Creando Líderes para China, creando liderazgo para que efectivamente usted tenga la capacidad de entender de que el futuro está en Asia. La incertidumbre se disminuye con oportunidades y esas oportunidades están en Asia. ¿Y cómo se buscan las oportunidades? Bueno, digamos, conociendo no solamente las potencialidades que tiene China, Asia, más de 50 países que están asociados a un esquema de libre comercio con América Latina y con Chile en particular. Para conversar de eso y otros temas, estamos yo diría con una persona que hace más de 7 años que no venía a Chile. Más de 7 años que ha estado siempre vinculado. ¿Sabe dónde está él? En Hong Kong. Una ciudad multifacética, multicultural, una ciudad que es la puerta de entrada a China. Hong Kong, ustedes recuerden que es parte del concepto chino de 2 sistemas, un país. Hong Kong tiene su propia lógica, tiene su propio esquema de funcionamiento y regulaciones, pero es una puerta que facilita muchísimo el ingreso a China y a los demás países de Asia. Entonces, para conversar sobre eso, estamos con el director general asociado de un ente gubernamental de Hong Kong que tiene oficinas en Chile, digamos, en Lima, en México, también en Brasil, en Río de Janeiro. Y aquí, ¿qué oficina esta? Es InvestHK, que es una oficina de comunicación gubernamental. ¿Y a quién tenemos? Tenemos el privilegio de estar con el doctor Jimmy Chiang, PhD, Jimmy Chiang, director asociado general de InvestHK. Bienvenido, Jimmy.
Thank you.
Jimmy, ¿qué hace la diferencia para que las empresas latinoamericanas puedan se instalen en Hong Kong? ¿Es lo mismo estar instalado en Hong Kong que en China?
I think Latin American companies and Chilean companies should really consider setting up their operations in Hong Kong, and then from Hong Kong they can gradually expand into the mainland Chinese market, because under the one country, two systems arrangement, Hong Kong enjoys quite a lot of unique business advantages. For example, Hong Kong is one of the freest economies in the world. So, for example, there are free flows of money, people, goods, capital in and out Hong Kong. So no restrictions. So, and then in terms of our legal system, we're still practicing the common law system, which a lot of international investors are very familiar with. They have full confidence in our common law system with very strong protection of intellectual property in Hong Kong. And number 3, our status as an international financial center. So money comes in and out freely, no restrictions on foreign exchange, and fantastic platform for raising capital is also very attractive. And also being an international city, you can get connected with a lot of international companies who may be your potential customers just being in Hong Kong. And finally, last but not the least, from a tax perspective, Hong Kong is very attractive. For example, corporate income tax rate is only 16.5%. In mainland China, that's 25%. And in Hong Kong, there's no VAT, no GST, no import tax. So it's very simple and easy. So it's always advisable for Chilean and Latam companies to establish their foothold in Hong Kong first, and then gradually they set up their operations in mainland China.
¿Cómo se ven las potencialidades de Chile en Hong Kong? O sea, ¿cuál ha sido la tradición y cómo se ve el futuro?
There are many advantages. So it really depends on the exact business needs of a company. For some companies, of course, they can utilize Hong Kong as their regional headquarters, managing their businesses throughout Asia. through Hong Kong. And for some companies, especially those operating in the innovation and technology industry, Hong Kong can be an R&D center because of the strong support from the Hong Kong government, the strong collaboration between Hong Kong and Shenzhen in I&T development. So making Hong Kong also an ideal location for tech companies to conduct research and development activities. And for some companies, they can utilize Hong Kong to raise capital. Hong Kong as an international financial center, it's very important IPO center as well. In fact, being the world's largest 7 times in the last 13 years. So to raise funding through our capital market is also something that Chilean companies can consider to utilize Hong Kong. So it really depends on what a company exactly needs. So Hong Kong may service them in different areas, like what I've mentioned just now.
¿Y Chile, qué productos usted ve como más importantes hoy día y en el futuro?
Well, they can certainly utilize Hong Kong as a sales and marketing platform. For example, Hong Kong, first of all, has a lot of international trade shows and exhibition. Some of Asia's largest events are staged in Hong Kong, and Chilean companies can utilize these events to exhibit in these trade shows, to market their products to various potential customers, not only from Hong Kong but also from the whole Asia Pacific region. And then setting up an office in Hong Kong is helpful. It's very easy, and after you set up your company in Hong Kong, you can make a lot of business connections with potential customers through Hong Kong, because I also mentioned Hong Kong is a business hub which has already attracted many international companies from all over the world to set up their regional headquarters. So with a base in Hong Kong, it's very convenient for you to develop business connections with potential customers. And also, not to mention, Hong Kong is a free port. There's no import tax, no import tariff for products coming in and out Hong Kong. So it's a fantastic location to do distribution. So ship your products to Hong Kong, and then from Hong Kong, you export your products to your customers, for example, in mainland China, in Japan, Korea, in Southeast Asia, utilizing our very strong logistics infrastructure, great connectivity.
¿Qué beneficios da el gobierno de Hong Kong a todos aquellos a las empresas latinas que llegan allá? ¿Hay algún beneficio que tenga el gobierno de Hong Kong?
There are various funding or support programs offered by the Hong Kong government for companies operating in Hong Kong. So a Chilean company or investor, after they have set up their Hong Kong company, they can enjoy these programs. For example, we have a funding program called the BUD Fund, so which allows any Hong Kong registered company to access to financial subsidies offered by the government to support the business development activities, internationally. And then if you are in the tech industry, there are even more funding schemes available. For example, we have an enterprise support scheme which provide maximum $1.3 million financial support for each R&D project if you are doing R&D in Hong Kong. And then we have another program called Research Talent Hub, which finance your hiring of global talent. For example, if you are hiring a PhD researcher or scientist from overseas to work in Hong Kong in your Hong Kong company, they subsidize you $6,000 per month for 3 years. And if you are if you are a startup, you can always access the various incubation and acceleration programs offered by our Cyberport and the Hong Kong Science Park, which are the two government-funded technology parks in Hong Kong.
Ya nos queda poco tiempo, y no puedo dejar de preguntarte cómo has encontrado Chile después de 6 o 7 años que no estabas por aquí, no estabas acá.
Well, I've been in Santiago these few days, so having met with some very interesting companies, and also this morning we did a seminar together with the Asia Pacific Chamber of Commerce, and through which I also got a chance to speak to many Chilean companies from different sectors. My impression this time visiting Chile is that because traditionally we helped quite some Chilean companies to set up in Hong Kong, and they are mostly engaged in sectors like food and beverage, or consumer products, or transport and industrial. So utilizing Hong Kong as a sales platform or sourcing center. And now I think there are also some Chilean companies very strong in innovation and technology. For example, I just spoke to a lady, coming from a digital bank, and also, other kinds of technology areas. And I think this is also very timely that I'm here, because the Hong Kong government is also very enthusiastic to attract tech companies to set up in Hong Kong with a lot of government support. So I think both the traditional sectors and the new emerging innovative and technology sectors, are what I've seen this time. Both areas present tremendous potential for potential investments from Chile to Hong Kong.
Thank you. Muchas gracias, Jimmy Chiang, el doctor Jimmy Chiang, director general asociado de Invest Hong Kong. Gracias por esta entrevista. Thanks a lot. Y a ustedes, que nos siguen semana a semana, nos siguen programa a programa. Les recuerdo que Invest Hong Kong tiene oficina en Chile, y donde Jimmy ha estado y que ahora sigue a Lima y a otros países. Pero si usted quiere saber más, vaya a la oficina de Invest Chile, acá en Invest Hong Kong, acá en Chile, para que pueda tener más detalles de las cosas más que interesantes que nos ha contado Jimmy. Muchas gracias nuevamente, Jimmy, y gracias a ustedes. Nos vemos en una próxima oportunidad.